fighting. Why would you come on my birthday? Like, this is literally my birthday. I don't. It's your girl Sarai Delysia, and I am back with another video. I have been gone for quite a while, like always. I say this every freaking video, and I'm like, I've been gone quite a while every video. I've been kind of having like a creator's brain fog up here, to where it's like, I don't know, I want everything to be like perfected from this point on in my YouTube channel. The next video will be a life update video. This video, it will be about my 21st birthday. So this story time starts off in January when I was planning my birthday. A little bit before that, even I was planning to go to St. Thomas for my birthday. I wanted to get my niggas to fly out and just have a vacation. We were just gonna enjoy each other, and I just wanted to enjoy him and just be surrounded by love and just pureness and just peacefulness, because I feel like every birthday for me is just always something, you know, like it's never a normal birthday for me, and I don't know why. I feel like my birthday is cursed. That did not happen. I did not end up going to St. Thomas because his homeboys wanted to join us, and I feel like I wanted to make that a birthday trip for like us. I could have had a backbone. I know I could have had a backbone and been like, you know, we're just gonna do this and we're gonna put our foot down, and we're just gonna go out of the fucking country. Not really, but really. And yeah, I know I could have did that. We listen and we don't judge. So I end up saying like, okay, yeah, we're not gonna go out of the country, but I can change my birthday to Atlanta. Yeah, since everybody wants to enjoy my birthday, everybody wants to celebrate me, you know, me being an Aries. Everybody wants to celebrate me. Why not? So I changed my birthday to Atlanta, and I was kind of planning it in my head, but it wasn't actually like put together until one day I was working. This new girl comes and she's really cool. We start talking, kicking it, like she's funny, like I really enjoyed her company. So I guess we just got to chatting, I remember, and then it like came up like, oh, I don't really have friends, like not really, I don't really hang out with people. It just never gave that. Me and the girl, we get to talking. She's like, girl, me, like I'll be your friend, like da da da, like we can go out, we can do this, that. And I'm just like, okay, cool. During this time, she's helping me plan my birthday. Me, her, my best friend, we went out twice, I think, in Valdosta, which I don't do. So y'all see how comfortable I've gotten, like, with her, and also how comfortable my best friend has gotten with her. We see your vibe. We see how you can act on a trip. That was that. Like, nothing that was where, like, I was like, oh, nah. Plus, it was like two other girls who were supposed to come for my job, and they ended up like not coming, which I already knew. I already knew that wasn't gonna happen. We had a whole sleepover, like it's like 6 girls at my manager's house, and we were just like, yeah, we're going to Atlanta for my birthday, da da da. And they were like, oh, I want to come, and I was just like, okay, cool. We were all drunk, so I didn't expect anybody to come. So I would, plus she had fell out with one of the girls that was supposed to come on the trip any fucking way. That's that situation. Going on the trip was my nigga, my best friend, my boyfriend's 2 homeboys, and her. It was like a couple incidents where it was just like, why do it give like she just not interested in any of the things that's gonna be happening on the trip? It was kind of giving like negative Nancy. She claimed she wasn't being a negative Nancy, but it was just kind of like, oh, I want to go bowling, and then she'll be like, my nails are gonna be too long, so I don't want to go bowling. Okay, and I'm like, oh, I just want to go to the sugar factory or whatever. Like, it's in everybody's budget. I like the pasta. Like, oh, I've been to the sugar factory, it's really not that good, whatever. Asked her about it, we had a whole conversation, like I was sending her voice notes, and I text her personally because this is all happening in a group chat. She's like being shady about everything I picked or that's on the itinerary or whatever. I'm reading it. If I put the receipts, I just feel like it'll be too long. And basically, we was gonna play drunk Uno, drunk Jenga. I have a good time on my game nights. I know how to throw a great game night. Like, everybody will be drunk. And she's like, oh, I don't want to play Uno. I don't want to play Jenga. The conversation switches over to, I felt like she flipped it on me. Oh, but you got everybody putting in on this trip, so I feel like I should have a say-so. And it's like, I never said that you can't have a say-so, but it is still my birthday. Whatever I want to do on my birthday, that's what it's just gonna be because it's my birthday. It was just never that serious for me to like be like, girl, you can't come on my trip no more. Like, it was literally something so simple. Talked to her personally about it. We came to the conclusion of what the fuck was going to be said next and what the fuck wasn't going to be said next. And it was fixed. It wasn't a problem no more. Like, I feel like as a friend, if I can't come to you and tell you like, hey, this is kind of like bothering me, some of the things that you're saying, and I wanted to address this before we go on a trip, talk about it, because we're supposed to be friends, right? Through the text, you can kind of tell like she felt some type of way of me even coming to her about it. I was telling her how she's coming across. I even talked to my best friend about it. Like, am I tripping? Because I know sometimes I could be tripping. Like, I'm human at the end of the day. I'm not perfect. So maybe I'm just not reading the room right. Like, whatever. And he's like, no, you're not tripping. Like, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. Like, you went to her as a grown woman. You text her personally. She didn't like that. So that's that. Then the next thing you know, she says, like, I'm not the only one that feels this way. Nobody's speaking up. And I was like, who feels this way? And she was like, I'm not going to put nobody's business out there, but if they don't want to come forward. And I was like, well, I'm literally asking everybody personally, like, oh, so y'all don't like the things that's happening on the trip? Y'all don't want to do the things that I'm planning on the trip? And they're like, we didn't say that. Okay. At this point, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm so intimidating that you have to lie to me about something as simple as that. Like, honestly, if you don't agree with the itinerary, that's you. Like, I'm literally talking to everybody about this, and they're all saying that nobody said that. So it's like, where are you getting that from? I just don't believe that you're making this up, because who would do that to somebody on their birthday? So fast forward, we get over this situation, coming down to the last fits, like ordering the last games that we were going to order. We're getting down to being on a trip. Let's just fast forward. Day we're leaving. I told my best friend to sleep over, and I told her to come sleep over because we were supposed to leave that morning. But black people, well, my parents decided they wanted to spend the day in Atlanta for my birthday and did not tell me. So we were waiting on them to get dressed. We were waiting on them to go get gas. We were supposed to leave at like 7, and we ended up leaving at like 11. We got there at a good time. I think it wasn't a really big deal. We got to the Airbnb, we took our shots. But before then, because my parents were late, it was just getting very entitled. I didn't understand it. Like, if I'm not stressed about us being late and getting up there, like, I don't understand why you are, especially me being a birthday girl. You would think I would have been like talking shit and doing all this extra shit, like catching an attitude because my parents were late. But I wasn't. I was really chill. I was really calm. Yeah, I think she took it to another level to where she had an attitude. Like, she's staying to herself. She quiet now. Like, it just wasn't giving like, it's my friend's birthday. Like, let's turn up. Let's turn the fuck up. Like, it's okay, friend. Your parents late. Like, we can, go get something to eat real quick.
Mind you, she was trying to argue with my friend over a window seat, and it only made sense for him to get a window seat because he's taller and she's literally the shortest one, so why not sit in the middle?
It just did not give like good energy. It just gave bad energy. I don't think it was never that serious to catch a whole attitude before we left, before we even got on the trip. And I feel like from that time on, this is where it went fucking down. We got there, we went to Puck Shack. My parents surprised me with a cake. It was like a little cutesy Starbucks cake, which is so 2016, but like, they get me. Like, we did get to like play golf, even though we could have, because I was like, oh, we need to go get ready for the club or whatever. I think I kind of regret that because we kind of showed up to the club early. This is my first time at an actual club. Rewind. And we had to meet the photographer. So we met the photographer. We took pictures. Those are the pictures that y'all seen on Facebook. And then we went to the club. We arrived at the club around like 11, and Jesus, we literally was waiting for about an hour before everybody came. Like, we were sitting in a section like just like bored. I feel like everybody was just a bit down because we've been there for like an hour and a half before like it started getting like 5 and before we started getting our bottles. And I was trying to like get her up. She's like, she don't twerk. And I was like, okay, well then catch this ass. Like, you don't have to twerk. Mind you, I'm supposed to be talking to like this nigga on a trip. Last time I checked, y'all seen her arguing in the middle of the club. I'm not fucking with it. Like, y'all not together. Okay. I don't know where I left off at, but my freaking phone storage just cut off on me. So yeah, we're in the club, we're all dancing, we all end up dancing, like everybody's enjoying their time. Homeboy 2 started throwing up. Mind you, like I said, they're still sharing a room at this point. The next morning we were supposed to be going to the grocery store, the liquor store, and we're supposed to be having a game night. Homeboy 2 is still at the house because he is hungover. Oh, and we were supposed to go get brunch. And we're all eating, we're all enjoying our time. Everybody's having a good time. Like, nobody is, it's no issue. We get back to the house. My best friend points out, like, why is my pineapples open? We just literally went to the store. I didn't eat them. Why is my pineapples open? Homeboy 2 come. What's the problem in this bitch? What? You didn't even ask who Pineapples is. My best friend was like, it was nothing because he already figured that he was gonna eat them because he is hungover. But it was still like the principle to me. I'm in an Airbnb full of like different people, you know? Like, I'm not finna go in the refrigerator and not ask like, oh, who owns these is. Like, comment down below and tell me if I'm weird for that. Like, it's not enough to be like, to fight over or gonna give my best friend back his motherfucking money because he paid for the motherfucking pineapples. So me and homeboy 2 get into it. He walks outside with my boyfriend. My boyfriend, I guess, chopping it up with him, and he's telling my boyfriend like, oh, I feel like they got a problem with me because I threw up last night, da 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 da. At this point, I'm mad as fuck because, bitch, we had to pay extra money because you threw up in a motherfucking van because you can't hold your liquor. But it was never an issue. But now, talking about, oh, I got money, I got this and that. Money ain't shit. Well, they cash at me for the motherfucking Uber. So, that was my solution to everything. He cashed at me. Actually, he said he was going to cash at me 100, but he only ended up cash apping me like 30. It's not the amount that he was yelling about. Like I said, he came back in about like 30 minutes later. I apologized because he went to go talk to my nigga. Mind you, while homeboy 2 and my boyfriend was outside talking, we was just kind of discussing like what the fuck just happened. And that was that. Like, it was just like, I was just saying it wasn't giving. Girl, she was like, it's not giving. My best friend was like, that was a lot. Okay. And then I had said, oh, in the club, I thought I heard something. I won't say it on this YouTube video. I'm not gonna like make it a big deal because I don't feel like it's a big deal. We're just gonna move past that. So I told my best friend, and I ended up telling her because it was like, okay, we trust you. Like, you claim you a girl's girl. Like, I said it to her. After that, he goes in the room where he's sleeping, and guess who falls right behind him? I peep it, but I'm just not like, I'm not making it a big deal. I'm not even making it a deal. I'm not even making it a little deal. So she literally chases him in the room, like literally runs, speed walks. I'm ready for game night. We have our game night. We throwing shots. Everybody's cool. We end up passing out. I end up going to my room. The next day we wake up. Forgot to add in the day of the game day, the first game night. We went to the trap museum, and it was so fun. Me and my best friend, I took more pictures. They were cutesy. And yeah, we had fun. I had fun at least. So Yeah, that's all that mattered to me. Planned on going to like a waterfall. Ended up going to the spa, which was cool. It was fun. It was relaxing. Like, it was peaceful. Like, it just gave. Yeah, it was a really chill day. Like, we was really at the crib trying to just revamp ourselves from drinking so much. This is like game night part 2 anyway. So we had a part 2. My best friends came over and they got blackout drunk. We had videos of just everybody vibing out. Like, it was no issue, no problem besides. So yeah, the next day we woke up and it's my actual birthday. So we slept until noon, which I feel like that's what you're supposed to do on vacation. I'm not getting up at 9. I'm not getting up at 10. I'm not getting up at 11. Bitch, it will be 2 if I just sat here and drank 2 bottles. I got up in the afternoon and I was getting ready. Yes, we did go to dinner first. We went to dinner. We got dressed. Everybody looked so freaking good. Mind you, this is the sugar factory because I still wanted to go. And me and my best friend were laughing, taking pictures, making jokes. Me and my boyfriend were cool. We're chilling. Like, everybody's talking. And me and my best friend laughing, and all you hear is, why the fuck they keep looking at me? Who? And then T.I. came to the sugar factory, so everybody's like, whoa, oh my god, T.I. And his family, Tiny, looking like, oh, like, mind you, we keep seeing Harris family because we seen the son at the Trap Museum. I was kind of mad because why would you come on my birthday? Like, this is literally my birthday. You decided to have your birthday at the sugar factory when it's my birthday? Like, I'm sorry. It's my birthday. Yeah, you could just hear her like, I'm really finna get mad. Like, they keep looking at me. Like, I'm just like, Lord have mercy. But after the trip, my best friend was like, we all had on all pink. They probably looking at pink. They trying to see who birthday it was. Like, it could have been anything. I don't feel like nobody's like staring at you to be, oh, look at that bitch. Like, with the sugar factory, you have to book in advance for something, so it could have been birthday too. Like, they trying to see who else's birthday it is. I don't think it never just gave like somebody was just being, you want to fight? Like, it just never it never gave that. That's why we just kind of confused, like, why are you even bringing that energy to the table, or just putting that energy out like, oh, they looking at you in a bad way. After the birthday dinner, we had left, went to go change, and went to the escape room. It was cool until homeboy number 2, like, it's your friend, like, she ain't cash at me my money that we all put in on weed or whatever. Her, and she keeps saying slick stuff to me. She's saying stuff under her breath, be funny, like, towards me, trying to be a bully, which it did give that. It give that she was trying to bully him. She was doing that since like day 1. Since she's met this boy, it's always been, oh, shut up, like, oh, you're so lame, you're corny, like, such a nerd. It just gave like bully. You really finna keep saying like he a nerd, talk like proper. I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'll talk to her about sending you the money. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It was only $10. Leave the escape room and escape. We had like 3-4 more steps until we got it. It got to a point where it's just like, fuck it. So we had got home. I went in my room to take my shoes off, and then all you hear is, they fighting. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, babe, go see what he talking about. Because, mind you, I'm naked. Like, me and my man was finna get it on. What you talking about? They fighting. What? My baby in there. He holding homeboy number 2 back. I just run in there, and I snatch her up because she trying to steady, like, get to him. Took her, picked her up, put her in the room, and close the door. My best friend literally fucking left me. Like, he went to go at his other friend's house. He said, fuck this. Child, she's in the room picking up scissors, any weapon she can find, trying to get out. Just relax. And then she's explaining to me, just basically saying like he got in her face, like doing a lot, like demanding $10 after I told him that I would literally talk to her. So I feel like that was kind of like, what the fuck? I was gonna talk to her for you, and you didn't even give me a chance, and you got in the house and just started like, hoo. Mind you, the nigga like 6'2", 6'1", and you over her, like, she's shorter than me, and I'm 5'5". You, like, at any point that is threatening. So I wouldn't have slapped him first. Definitely would have been like, bro, get out my face. She literally had the fucking cash in her hand. She's calling him the F word. He's saying like, oh, you're not really her friend. She's saying, oh, you're not really her friend. Like, in middle school, like, it just, that's what it gave. At this point, neither of y'all are my friends. He talking about her bad, like, oh, under that wig is knotted. He read her down. That read was malicious. And I don't want to show the text because he read her again after she went to the internet with it. But oh my God. And I was just like, I was just lost for words. That could have been prevented in so many ways. After that, we ended up being able to separate them. She was in her room. I went outside to try to get both sides. I already talked to her. So I went to go talk to him. I'm just like, what the fuck happened? Like, how did it even get to this? And he was just like, I apologize. He said sorry to me. And he was just like, the only reason why he kept sleeping in there was because he wanted a bed. Okay. But she was saying like, oh, he's mad because she ain't give up no coochie. I don't know. Who would know the truth? I mean, I feel like both of them are liars. Both of them are fake as fuck. I feel like if it was that serious that you feel like she was bullying you, why didn't you move to the other rooms in the house? It could have been prevented. But also, it's given like you wanted to be in her. What's really to you? So yeah, he's just sitting out there explaining like, oh, they've been on the phone for months, every day, like falling asleep on the phone, texting each other all day. They was looking forward to seeing each other. He said he liked her. Whole time she and homeboy number 2 ear like, oh, I'll go sleep with homeboy number 1, da da da. Like, this is what he said. I don't know if this is true or not. Yeah, it was just like the whole situation was weird. And then when we got back home, I was just like, I'm not really gonna fuck with neither of them. I want to talk to neither of y'all. A month later, I said I wanted to do a story time on my birthday. She seen that I was gonna do a story time. She felt play, like the story time was just gonna be like everybody was gonna know the story's gonna be about her. But I am gonna tell the story because I feel like it was my story to tell. Like, it was my 21st birthday. If you didn't want the story to be told, you wouldn't have did that on my birthday. Period. She got online. She had posted screenshots and her close friends like, oh, but they never want to fight. I never said I wanted to fight. And it's like, why do you want to fight me? Because I don't want to be your friend no more because of what you was doing on at my birthday. It was never no shady shit. Ben stopped talking. I stopped talking to you the day we dropped you off at your house from Atlanta. And then to come to find out that her and homeboy number 2 have been discussing like me and my boyfriend business. What's up, y'all? For the sake of the video, I didn't include everything that this girl did towards me or homeboy 2. I wanted to save time in the video, but being that I edited it down, got it to a time where I liked, I can add a few more details for the story time. So going back to post trip, how we got into it and how like homeboy 2 started going off on her in the group chat. She shared my post thinking my post was about her, even though I don't understand how she would think it would be about. That would have to mean that she was being messy, telling people not the whole truth. She shared my post thinking that it was about her. I think like the next day or the day of, I had posted a story time for my YouTube video, like asking like which story time should I do. And she felt the type of way that the 21st birthday was included and people were voting for that. So she started like talking about my YouTube. She started talking about my businesses. She started talking about my hobbies, which is my YouTube, and then she started talking about my mom. So I was just confused on why she was coming at me like this. So I was just still like, whatever. Like, if she want to argue with herself on the internet, she can do that, but I still don't want nothing to do with her. I don't want no apology from her. I don't even want a conversation out of this girl. So she's saying things on the internet like post after post after post after post after post after post after post about me and my family, my boyfriend. She's just posting a lot, y'all. So people are sending me this because I don't follow her. I'm not friends with her. So it's just kind of like, okay, she's over there arguing with herself. Cute. So we call homeboy number 2 because she is saying some things that were kind of like iffy to me. Like, it was just like, how do you know this stuff? Like, and it's not even the whole truth. Like, it's being said without context and you can tell. So we call homeboy number 2 and we're like, how she know this? He's laughing, thinking it's a joke, da da da. So we just like, okay, you're weird. He gets mad because we called him weird. He hangs up the phone. He starts going in the group chat that we were all in and kind of just going in on her, reading her down. And that's where what I said in the video, he was reading her down. This is that group chat. So he's reading her down and she thinks she's talking to me. So she starts kind of like saying things about me again, like everything that she said on the internet or has been saying on the internet for 2 months plus, she's saying in this group chat. So it kind of confirmed like, okay, you're the one who's been talking about me for 2 months. You're the one who's been, kikiing on the internet about me and you're trying to flip it on me like I've been doing it to you the whole time, baby. You're saying things that it's like, what the fuck? Like, you're saying things that you've been posting on the internet for 2 months since the birthday trip to me personally. So it's like, okay, I see why. I see why you wanted a problem with me. I see why you tried to flip it on me like I was doing something to you first. I see why. Because you were doing that to me, thinking it was gonna get my attention, thinking I was really gonna give a fuck, and I didn't. So you wanted a problem with me so bad, starting stuff with me so bad because you didn't get my attention. So he added her to the group chat. She's talking, and it just didn't eat. It didn't eat at all. It didn't give. Like, girl, it's just like you're just trying to find anything to make you really just look lame. Like, you're doing all this, and I just felt like that moment it just confirmed that she was never my friend from day one. I don't get to this day why she still came on the trip. If you was just collecting information, trying to collect information, pillow talking, and it was just like, I don't know. I know what a real friend is because I had a friend for 10 years plus. Clock that. And my best friend, my real friend, would never do nothing, go on the internet about nothing about me.
period, at all. So to me, it just gave like, God just confirmed it. Like, she was never a real friend. I would, if I could go back and just avoid the situation and tell her like just not speak to her that day at work, I would have. Everything was just confirmed when she started like yapping on the internet and in the group chat about like personal things about me and like just talking about my career and not career but hobby, businesses, like my mother. Like, it just confirmed, because as mad as I could be because you talked about my mom and my career, I could have been on the internet going back and forth with you. I could have been leaking out some information about you and your business, but I didn't, because I'm not that type of person. And what is the point of that? What's the point of that? So yeah, y'all, this story time was made for entertainment purposes only. It was only just to like make a joke out of the situation, because now that it's December, it's just funny to me looking back at it. And it's like every time we see something that reminds us of the situation, it's just like funny now. In March or like April, I would have kind of been sad that my birthday got ruined, but it is what it is, y'all. Like, I feel like without those people who claim that I can't make no friends, I feel like my life has been great. I feel like it's been peaceful. I got my best friend, my nigga, my family, my education. So all that extra stuff, having 5-7 friends from Facebook, I don't need, baby. I don't need to make friends on the internet or for the internet. Let's get back to the video.
It happened months ago, but I did want to tell the story time because I feel like it's hilarious and I feel like it was just like crazy. It was my 21st birthday story. Well, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more. Love y'all. I don't want